Hello and thank you for watching the news channel. My name is Peter Vekselman from coachingbypeter.com. Lease options are a great tool for buying and selling investment real estate in this slow and turbulent market. Sellers are quick to make a deal when buyers are as scarce as hen's teeth. And it gives buyers with credit or down payment problems a way to build equity in their own home. However, like any real estate transaction, there are pitfalls that you need to protect yourself from as a professional investor. Both in the option agreement you have with the seller and the agreement that you have with your buyers. First, always require a sizable non-refundable option payment from your tenants. For you, nothing beats making money up front. But just as important as that substantial financial commitment from your tenant buyer, that increases the probability that they will exercise the purchase option down the road. Typically, the non-refundable option purchase is for no more than 3% of the purchase price. On a $150,000 house, that amounts to about $4,500. In today's marketplace, you should require all of that to ensure your buyers are motivated. Next, credit check the tenant buyer because you want to know as much as possible about the people you're doing business with. You should always expect to see problems with their credit. There are a lot of variables in determining what minimum credit ratings will qualify your buyers for a mortgage when they exercise their purchase option. A general rule of thumb is that they need a maximum score of about 620. If they diligently work in improving their score, they can expect it to increase about 100 points over a period of a year. That means you want tenants with a minimum score of about 520. Never assume they will increase at 200 points in 2 years. That is a big stretch for people with questionable credit history. Finally, set the portion of the rent that applies towards the down payment high enough so that the tenant will have the full down payment when it comes time to close. It's impossible to say how much will be needed because down payment rules are always changing, but it's safe to say at least 5% of the purchase cost will be needed. Using a $150,000 example means a $7,500 down payment. If the buyer already has $4,500 of the lease option applied towards the purchase, they only need about another $3,000. That means if the market rents are about $1,000 per month, your tenant needs to pay about $1,125 per month to make a deal like this work. Now, let's look at a few things you want to do to protect yourself in a lease option agreement when you are the actual buyer. As an investor, you always want to make sure your lease option gives you the right to sublease to another tenant. In most states, that right is not automatic. You need a specific clause in a lease agreement allowing you to do that. Have a preliminary title check done before you sign on the bottom line. You want to be sure the seller can deliver a clean title without any surprise liens or any other encumbrances. You want to have a lease option agreement notarized and recorded as a public real estate document with the county clerk or wherever your real estate records are recorded at your personal location. This clouds the title by showing you that you have equity in the position in the event that the seller has remorse or tries to sell the property again to a higher bidder. If you or the seller considers the lease option agreement to be confidential, you can file an affidavit and memorandum of agreement affecting the real estate. This has the same title clouding effect without making the details of your transaction public. Open escrow and have escrow instructions written as soon as the agreement is signed. Also, have the seller place the deed in escrow. You are accomplishing two things by doing this. First, it creates a paper trail detailing the transaction you have entered into with the seller. Also, it allows you to complete the deal by simply depositing the agreed to sales price into the escrow. In the event the seller dies or is nowhere to be found when it's time to sell to your tenants, you can still easily complete the transaction. Taking these self-protecting actions sets you apart as a professional investor that knows how to avoid pitfalls in a hugely profitable lease option agreement. Hi, this is Peter. After successfully completing over 1,200 real estate deals in the last 15 plus years, one of my biggest passions in life now is to work with individuals just like yourself and help you achieve both the financial successes and the lifestyle successes that this real estate investing industry affords us. Simply click on the link below and you'll be taken to a web page where you'll learn more about how I could personally mentor you and help you become wildly successful in the real estate investing industry.